This is Sydney's northern beaches. It's a playground for sun lovers, where every day is a celebration. That keeps the cops busy.
Go away! Get out of my face, mate!
In your face!
So when things get too hot...
Don't you!
I've told you all the information I need to know.
They've fallen in the blowhole at Warriewood.
Whilst we were dealing with these guys, he's been bottled.
$550 fine, that one.
These cops keep it cool.
What they were doing, they were making homemade bombs and letting them off.
What brings you to the northern beaches? This is sick!
Here's ice pipe.
So at this stage you're under arrest?
So where are you injured? Just your hand?
Keep your pants on because it's really not impressive.
Welcome to their world.
All right, guys, let's get going.
This is Beach Cops.
Okay, and they've told you you're not getting in. End of story. End of story.
You're arguing with me, and I'm explaining everything. You are arguing.
You see something wrong with me?
You're being argumentative.
So the taxi rank's down that way. I'd highly recommend you get in the first cab that you find and leave, okay?
Watch your head. Take a big step. Big step. Good boy.
Oh, my God.
It's Saturday night, and Leanne and Maddie have decided to patrol the harbour side of Manly.
We thought we'd check out Hugo's and around that area because there's usually a lot of alcohol-fueled people hanging around. Walk around the corner and we see a guy urinating against a seawall.
Urinating? Oh, how disgusting. Let's get him. Hey, mate. Hey, come here. My name's Constable Dorozak from DY Police, and this is Constable Payton. Okay, what are you doing on the beach? What were you doing on the beach?
Oh, he reckons he cut his foot and that's why he was down there. And then when I asked him where he cut his foot, he then said he cut his foot further up.
Where? Where'd you cut your foot?
Outside Kangaroo Street.
So he obviously had a bit too much to drink to keep his story straight.
And then you went down there and had a pee?
Wash it.
Did you piss on it?
And then you pissed up here? We saw you. So you know it's an offence to urinate in public?
Yeah.
That's why he did it just then?
Not a good time, mate.
And then in the end, he did admit to urinating on the beach, but claims he was unaware that it's an offence to urinate in public.
All right, there's your licence back.
Thank you. What does this mean?
This is an official warning, and because you're intoxicated, I can smell it, you stink. I want you to go home now, okay?
I'll go home.
Yeah, all right, good boy. Get your shoes and go home.
All right.
All right, bye.
So while my partner Maddie was dealing with the guy who was urinating on the wall, I looked up and there's a guy doing push-ups completely naked.
It's not funny, mate. It's pretty offensive.
And although his friends think it's funny, these cops aren't so impressed.
So it's not a regular Saturday night thing?
So within about 2 minutes, I got to see a man urinate and then another man be fully naked doing push-ups and bending over backwards facing me. So it was a horrible view.
And it seems every Tom, Dick and Harry wants a piece of the action.
I've actually had 2 years of acting experience.
Okay,
I was on Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, good job. Yep. Thanks.
Just go. Get the lights.
Step off.
You can get charged, mate, for obscene exposure.
He's pretty drunk and he seemed to think that it was an okay thing to do, push-ups naked, manly, 11 o'clock on a Saturday night.
There's people with children still out coming home from dinner. Do you think that parents and their kids want to see that type of behaviour? I'm going to give you an intoxicated move-on direction from Manly. Okay, I don't want to see this type of behaviour tonight. I don't want to see you tonight.
$550 it cost him to get naked.
Keep your pants on because it's really not impressive. Have a nice
So that's what we're here for. It's the very little jobs. You know what's the worst part about that? You were already up to him and I was still walking. And my instinct was, run. Yeah, my instinct was, run away. There's a butthole in front of you.
I wonder what he's done with the cat.
Jeff and Matt are off to visit a man who's found out something terrible about the recent death of his beloved cat Elvis.
Hi, sir. You're Tom, are you?
Yes, I am. It happened on Saturday night. I found out about it on the Sunday morning. My neighbour came by and called out saying that Elvis, who's the cat, was in the gutter. I thought that perhaps he had been hit by a car, so I then buried him. I had 2 young people come at the door and they felt they had to tell me something.
So we just spoken to the homeowner here, and he's just told us that he found his cat dead out the front of his house.
He was lying.
Lying on the side of the road. He's picked the cat up and buried it in the front yard. It wasn't until a couple of days later some witnesses have come forward and said they've seen a young man kick the cat on Saturday night and caused its death. Yeah, I just seen if there's any blood around. A couple of days, it's probably faded. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really hard to fathom what's going through the head of a young man who thinks it's okay to go up and kick a cat and cause injuries that would actually cause the death of the cat. We're pretty confident that we know who the person was that did this to the cat.
Elvis was a very friendly sort of cat. Young and old, he'd always come up to someone and drop to the floor and expect a little rub on the belly. And
he even showed various Christmas cards that some of the neighbourhood kids have sent to the cat, so it's quite well known in the area. So it's aggravated cruelty to animals. It's quite a serious offence, so it's treated very serious by the courts and by the police.
Thanks very much.
Thanks. Our next step would be to go around and speak to this young man and see what he has to say about himself. It's just part of the brief.
Back at the station, a conversation with the RSPCA has recommended they dig up poor old Elvis for x-rays to see how he died.
By putting him in like that?
The vet will determine it.
So now it means a trip back to the owner's house with the unpleasant news.
Oh, hello there, Tom. Sorry about this. Look, as a pet owner, I've had many cats in my life and dogs, and I can relate to how he's feeling right now. They become very valuable parts of the family, and I really feel for this man losing his cat. Yeah, very sorry to do this all for you, but it's, as I said, it's really the only sort of way we got to the evidence to prove that there is something that's actually happened. So,
Yep.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Thank you.
The results from this x-ray will help determine the cause of Elvis's death. And sadly, it's as expected.
Right over there is a potential fracture in that frontal bones. A massive kick to the head. With what we're seeing there, then that really correlates. That's consistent, yeah.
And now they need to bring the teenager in for a chat.
During the interview, the young person admitted to me that he kicked the cat with enough force that it actually launched it into the air. So it's looking like he's going to be charged with aggravated cruelty to animals under the Crimes Act, and that carries some quite serious penalties, a maximum of 5 years jail. Hopefully he'll understand what he's done. There's been quite a few consequences from that, from both his school and in his personal life. So hopefully he'll learn a lesson and change his behaviour.
Patrolling 20 kilometres of coastline means that sometimes there's trouble in the water. And today, one of those calls has come in for Ethan and Brendan.
He's in the water near the rock towards Manly Aquarium.
Can I just get a confirmation? Is the drowning victim, is the person deceased or are they just struggling in the water?
He's conscious and breathing, but it says he's still in the water.
All emergency services in the area are called in to help. But luckily for this guy, some kids have got to him first.
So basically I was just with my friend Isabella and we were just walking down towards Manly. I saw a man on his back floating, 2 young kids down near the rocks trying to call out to him. Could see they were quite young, so I've just gone down to help him out. He basically slipped. We don't know if he's hit his head, but we do know that he was responding.
Yeah, thanks guys, good on you.
So he's one lucky fisherman that these kids spotted him and came to his rescue.
And I'm glad that these young guys are actually part of the... What are you guys part of again?
We do surf rescue.
Surf rescue, and I've basically done my first aid course, so we know all of us together were able to do the basic, normal, save someone's life kind of thing.
Do you have pain here?
He was on the rocks, he was witness to fall in.
Can you do this?
No need pet involvement, and the kids just dragged him.
I was feeling very shaky. I was very worried that he was going to go under because he was quite a heavy man, and yeah, it was just very scary.
He kept, touching his head, which I kind of thought might have been, in shock or something.
He had a hook lodged in his ankle area, and he was trying to pull it out, but we were just telling him just to leave it in there and let the paramedics come and take it out for him.
Can you do this? Good, okay.
Could have been a lot worse from what the ambos were saying. It sounded like he's taken a bit of fluid into his lungs as well, so 100%. If it wasn't for those kids, that gentleman would have died today. Hi, Tiona, it's Constable Bucco from Northern Beaches Police. How are you going?
And in true Aussie style, these kids just take it all in their stride.
We're just ringing you to let you know he's just been involved in an incident down at Manly Beach. Okay, he's done something pretty cool. He's dragged a drowning rock fisherman in from the water and pretty much saved his life, so...
Hi, Mum.
I'm fine. The man's very lucky today. A lot of fishermen have been killed from fish rocking, whatever it's called. Didn't catch any fish today, but that's all right. So, caught himself. So, good on you, mate. Like...
Clear the last cabby. Stop, mate. You're loving it, eh?
Yeah.
Taking all the red runs, mate.
I'd die with you in the car.
What do you mean? You've never even seen me.
It's 6 o'clock on Saturday evening, and Alana and Dan are going lights and sirens to a car accident.
Just follow the highway car to it.
I'm trying. This guy doesn't have any guts. Bloody diesel.
A drunk driver has lost control of his ute and ended up teetering 2 metres above a creek.
This is crashed. So, and then passengers still trapped.
As they arrive at the scene, emergency services are already there.
We just arrived at an accident here. The driver's left the vehicle. There's still one passenger inside. The driver is currently being conveyed back to French Forest Police Station for a breath analysis. Fire rescue have just arrived here on scene now. They've got a big cable on board. What they're going to do is they're going to attach the cable underneath the car because it's unstable, wrap it around one of the trees in the area to stabilise the car, and then try and lift the car up from where it is.
Back at the station, the driver has blown well over the limit, but the focus here is getting the passenger out of the car before it nosedives into the creek.
Yeah, it's quite dangerous where it is. So we're trying our best now to get that person out of the car. What, he's gone this way and then jumped or something?
Straight after the accident, the driver got himself out of the car, leaving his partner behind.
I can't believe that he's gone. So he's climbed over the top of her and left her there. I'm going to start moving back, guys.
Yeah, the emergency services have got some metal blocks. They're going to be putting them under the front of the car, just try to stabilise it so they can try and get the passenger out of the front seat.
With the car now fully supported, they can start to get the woman out. And there's quite a crowd watching on.
It's a quiet street, so most of the residents have come out to the street to see what's going on. We're just pushing them all back because there is a winch attached. We don't want that snapping and obviously causing any injury to anyone.
It's a delicate operation, but slowly and surely, they get the woman out. She seems uninjured, but is clearly shaken. So paramedics will take her to hospital for a checkup.
So you can see down there's a vodka bottle. It looks like it's fallen out of the car when he's exited the vehicle. So no wonder he's going to go high or mid-range by the looks of it. There's alcohol in the car itself, so as you can see, the car's just suspended. It could have been a lot worse. They're lucky.
And the sound of the impact brought people out of their houses.
I was inside and we were about to eat dinner, and it sounded like a massive explosion. It was really scary. There was a guy who was climbing over his wife, trying to get out of the car. After he got out, he fell back on his back. I think he really hurt himself because it sounded really bad.
So the owner of the car has shown up, who's also the driver at the time. He's quite upset, obviously, with the damage that's happened to his car.
He's come straight from the station, where he was charged and had his driver's licence disqualified on the spot.
You got your court papers and all that sort of stuff?
All there. I will take my licence to French's Forest Police Station tomorrow.
Okay.
And there's one more blow coming his way.
It's going to be a costly error for him because insurance doesn't cover these accidents when alcohol's involved, when they're charged with these offences. So what'll happen now, he'll just have to foot the bill for all of this, so it's a costly error for him.
Jeff and Blake have spotted a P-plater with a broken tail light.
His driving's a bit erratic.
Drew my attention the way he pulled out there.
Yeah, when he came out there, I thought the exact same thing, to tell you the truth.
And it seems it's a long way from home.
Copy, thanks, radio.
Canleyvale. Pull him over up here, straight stretch. Do you want to breath test him as well?
Yeah. G'day, driver, how are you today?
Thanks, how are you?
Mate, good. The reason you're being pulled over is your left-hand brake light's not functioning correctly. You got your driver's licence on you? All right. You had any alcohol at all today, Paul? Count the 10 towards the machine, mate. What are you doing over here if you're from Canleyvale? Dropping a mate off, are you? Do you have anything with your details on it at all? Driver's licence on? I just didn't know who I'm speaking to, that's all. Pulled this vehicle over for a traffic stop. As I'm speaking to the passenger, he's become quite cagey and looking quite concerned. Mo, you had dealings with police before in the past? Many a times. I asked him what his name is. He said, "What do you need?" I said, "I didn't know who I'm talking to." Are you wanted for anything, or? Beach is 45 for 2 C9s.
And a radio check on the passenger has turned up some interesting information.
Just watch him, he's well known. I've done a check. I decided to search him and his vehicle. Do you have anything on you now that you shouldn't have? Nothing in the car? Keep your hands out of your pockets, just exit the vehicle. All right. Throw your hands up on the wall, don't reach into your pockets at any time.
Yeah, just turn over here, mate.
Turn around.
On the wall.
Just spread your legs for me. Got anything in your pockets, just coins, is that it? Do you have any on you at the moment? What's that? Oh, mate, just come take a seat for me down here on the footpath. Do you have anything on you shouldn't have? No, I don't. 3 arms. The reason you're being searched, obviously, old mate here's got a pot on him. We have reasonable suspicion to believe there's more in the vehicle. Is there anything in the vehicle that you shouldn't have? All right, just go sit next to your friend there. Cross your legs, don't get up. All right, who owns this? That's yours? What's in it? Syringes? Any other drugs? You've obviously been using quite extensively.
Is this what you were telling me about, or is there something else? There's something else.
And it doesn't take too long to find it.
Whose ice pipe? Yours? We've found a Tupperware container containing some, what we believe to be cannabis. Also, we've found in the passenger side door case blue wetsuit material pencil case containing 10 individual baggies of cotton that have been soaked in ice, and that's what the passengers told us anyway. We've also found an ice pipe, uncapped syringes, and that's all we found in the vehicle at this time.
So along with the cannabis found on the passenger, these boys are in a bit of trouble. And the driver has one more confession.
Just look at his eyes before, they're a bit glazed.
The driver's been smoking cannabis today. He's obviously committed an offence of driving under the influence of a drug. So he'll be going back to the hospital for a drug test.
That drug test came back negative and he was free to go. But the passenger, well, he got charged with possessing an illegal drug. Andrew and Jason are on the hunt for a missing smartphone. The owner lost the phone in Warriewood yesterday, but the tracking app has the phone being used at a sports ground 14 kilometres away.
I think we're going to be too late. We'll see.
Well, we're here at Narrowena today because a victim called us stating that he lost his phone.
To the west, is that right?
There's a Find My Phone application on his laptop and it stated that it's here at Narrowena.
They know it's on the oval somewhere, but they need the owner to help track it.
Is there any update? OK, Macintosh is to the west, is that right? Phones are precious to people. They have, their life's contents on them as well. So we treat it, pretty seriously.
The owner can see the phone pinging on his computer and is trying to relay directions to Jason.
Yeah, we just need a really accurate description of where you're talking about.
But it's proving difficult to find.
Yeah, he's saying that it's pinging right where we are now.
I'll have a look in the tennis club.
Yep.
They've got the owner to keep calling the phone.
Where is it?
And jackpot.
Is this yours? Whose is it? Oh, you found it. Oh, where did you find it? Someone called us up saying that they've got an iPhone up which finds their iPhone, and they've traced it to here. So good outcome. Perfect. No worries. You found it?
When we walked in there and saw the old fellas around the phone, yeah, well, I didn't think I was in for a foot pursuit, we'll say. We'll say that.
Sorry? Where did you find it?
I found it at Warriewood.
Oh, rightio.
I belong to the Veterans University of the Third Age Movie Club at Warriewood, and every alternate Wednesday we have a movie. And when I went in before the movie started, that was on the floor. Yeah, and I picked it up and I didn't know what to do with it, really. Oh, I'm clueless on phones, I really am. I thought, well, I'll bring it up here today. And Tony knows all about mobile phones, and so that's what I did.
I said, bring the phone to tennis and I'll sort it out and I'll contact the owner.
Oh, perfect.
You know, everyone's, competency with technology is going to be a bit different, and in this case, the guys at the tennis courts didn't really know how to get in touch with the owner or operate the phone.
No worries. All good. For future reference, whatever your closest police station is, just give it to us, and we can locate the owner pretty easily. So.
Well, by the way, we only had one beer each. And we've tried home. That's right. John had two.
No worries. All right, well, enjoy your afternoon. Take care.
Now all that's left is to return the phone.
Good result.
You got this victim's phone?
You have it?
No, I gave it back to you.
Did you? Oh, no, you were holding it. Oh, you remember how you were holding it in the...
Mate, what have you done with the phone?
I swear on my life that you were holding it when you were being questioned.
Where? It's going in here.
You're a dickhead.
I know.
You are a dickhead.
This is Sydney's northern beaches. It's a playground for sun lovers, where every day is a celebration. That keeps the cops busy.
Go away! Get out of my face, mate!
In your face!
So when things get too hot...
Don't you!
I told you all the information I need to know. They've fallen in the blowhole at Warriewood.
Whilst we were dealing with these guys, he's been bottled.
$550 fine, that one.
These cops keep it cool.
What they were doing, they were making homemade bombs and letting them off.
What brings you to the northern beaches? This is sick!
Here's Ice Pipe.
So at this stage you're under arrest?
So where are you injured? Just your hand?
Keep your pants on because it's really not impressive.
Welcome to their world.
All right, guys, let's get going.
This is Beach Cops.
Over here, mate. Stop. Come here. Stop where you're walking. Stop.
What did you stop me for? I was looking at a tree. You're doing a piss bar.
You were urinating on the tree.
It's been a pretty quiet night for a change, but for Nicole and Maddie, things are about to ramp up.
16 Pure Info, we've had about 7 calls and the POI is apparently kicking cars.
A call has come in about a man behaving aggressively on a main road.
3-6, we can see the lights just ahead of us.
The most recent call was about a minute ago.
3-6, we got him. What's happened? People called police because there was a male walking up and down Pittwater Road in Narrabeen kicking cars, and they assumed he was drug affected.
What's this all about?
And we saw him just start staunching up and being aggressive, and as we got out of the car, he started threatening us.
Get, sit, dead. Do anything. Next. What are you gonna do?
He ended up getting OC sprayed due to his aggressive behaviour, and then a bit of a scuffle to getting cuffed. Get on the ground. Just get on the ground.
Sit on the ground.
Get on the ground now.
Righto.
Stay sitting down.
There's an ambulance coming.
About the ambulance! You're taking a I'm just satanic! I need to see what I'm doing!
What's that?
Just calm, bro.
He appears like he's affected by something, just could be drug related, we're not too sure, but obviously being sprayed with a can of OC spray, that makes him extra agitated. Yeah, so while we were dealing with him, his brother came over my shoulder and I didn't realise who it was, but obviously quite quickly we realised that it wasn't another police officer. And then he's decided that he would like to wrestle with police as well, so he's found himself in handcuffs as well.
Come on, brother, Herbs. So what's going on, mate?
Sit on your ass.
Yep. Good man.
No, I'll grab you some water.
Yeah, he's not being very rational. He's quite calm in one sense, and then the next minute he's trying to get up and clenching his fists and gritting his teeth at us. So they're quite volatile situations because you have to be watching him all the time and make sure that, you know, he's not going to hurt anyone or himself. Stay there.
No, it hurts.
Yeah,
so
they're getting
bad.
him more water.
OC burns and snot comes from everywhere. It is extremely painful.
Tip your head back. Head back.
Head back.
You got more water.
Lucky for this guy, the ambos are quick to arrive because OC, or capsicum spray, can burn for hours, and the best treatment is with baby shampoo.
A little bit of shampoo for your eyes, okay?
Well, the ambos are here, the best people for you.
I've had this before, darling, but this is different. Need to see. Yep. Because I keep seeing shit I don't want to see.
So the reason why we use OC spray if there's violent confrontation occurring, so that male was being aggressive towards us and sort of rather than, you know, us getting hurt, we use the OC spray to try and back him off and calm him down and tell him we're not going to put up with him threatening us.
And it seems the police already know these two.
You're on parole, buddy.
I cannot look at you.
Yeah, you're on parole.
So this brother is off to Manly Police Station to be charged with assaulting police and resisting arrest. And the other one, he's off to hospital for a medical assessment.
Nearly 6 years and I've never used my spray, so it's gone all over my hand and my hand's very red and sore, so I can only imagine what his face is like. I tell you what, if you rest your face up against that silver stuff, aluminium cools it. Good boy.
Out of the rain. Oh, I'm very wet.
The Northern Beaches is safe for another night.
Rosie is patrolling the streets of Mona Vale looking for a known criminal. This woman has a charge pending and police are keen to locate her.
So Vanessa, you don't know when she's going to do it. She's generally just walks around the whole day and she'll commit these crimes in certain locations. She's well known for stealings and frauds in particular. She gets into shop owners' bags, things like that. She also just blatantly steals from the shelves as well. What I'm doing today is just to see if you've seen her recently. Vanessa's well known to the shopkeepers especially. So what they've actually done, they've printed off a picture of her face. They've handed them out throughout the shop area.
Although there's no sign of her at the shops, back at the station, officers have a lead on her whereabouts.
This morning at 4 o'clock or something, she was arrested by city police and then she was released at 11 o'clock this morning.
With a heads up that she's on the move, Karen and the team try and work out where she'll turn up next.
She's been on the booze all night.
True.
She probably will want to go home.
Yep. We think she'll probably come home to Warriewood and she only has public transport, so we're assuming that she'll catch a bus home. So she could either get off there or up here. We've got people at Neutral Bay, we've got people at DY at the main bus stop, and we've got people at Narrabeen at another bus stop and in the vicinity of her place if she gets off a bus and walks. 12:04 is the next. So I think we'll get her today.
Which is right now, it's 12:04 right now.
With no time to waste, Karen plants a team of plainclothes cops at one of Vanessa's favourite hangouts. And then they wait.
She knows all the shops and she likes going back to the same shops. She comes in all the time tries to get to the till. They know her, they send her out again. So every time she's out, she goes to the shops.
So we're thinking the bus will go northbound and it's going to stop at the bus stop just down the end here. So we've got guys waiting at the bus stop and we've got plainclothes officers on bikes as well.
Yeah.
And they've spotted her.
Or the one getting out now.
There you go.
Pink shorts.
Pink and white.
That's her. Orange. Yep.
As I've got the rear vision mirror, I could see that the person we're looking for, Vanessa. So I've jumped out of the car and then we've stopped at the door there. Presented ourselves as police officers and then arrested her.
So where have you just come from?
I've been with my sister.
I think she knew it was coming. We'll take her back to DY and give her the opportunity to be interviewed in relation to several matters that we've got. It's good for the community because there's a lot of people that get upset about the things she does around the local shops, and there are a lot of victims. Yeah, the job's done. It's good.
She's got taking a piss. Hey, buddy. $550 fine, that one.
Back in your pants.
Sort yourself out.
It's 2 a.m. Sunday morning, and police are responding to a fight right across the road from the police station.
I believe you've been involved in some sort of fight here.
So where are you injured? Just your hand?
I'm sitting in the station, which is directly across the road here, doing my station duties. Start hearing yelling and screaming. Some guy runs in saying they're fighting. I come out and they're going at it. So I jump in and grab both of them.
So you're just injured there, you got no other injuries?
First bloke I spoke to in a white shirt, his knuckles are all cut up, result of hitting a few teeth. And the second bloke, his face looked a bit messed up too, as a result of probably the other guy's knuckles. Big split lip down the side here.
Well, he said that he was punched by this other bloke, and then he's punched him back.
He said, she said, right, they're both saying conflicting versions, of course. Because everyone's drunk, we can't speak to anyone now. Right, speak to them tomorrow, follow it up the next few days. We can look at an affray offence, a very serious offence. We'll look at the most minimal offence saying offensive conduct. They both receive a ticket.
You've got witnesses?
I've got his details, your details, 2 witnesses.
Yeah, so what do the witnesses say so far?
I haven't even spoken to them. All I got is you guys are fighting. Everyone's drunk, mate.
I know that, yeah.
All I know is you two kick the shit out of each other.
But Gibbo's also trying to calm a worried mum on the phone.
Is he okay? Because he sounds
He's fine.
not well.
He's fine. He's just going to get in trouble with us eventually. I'll call you as soon as I get out.
And she's not happy.
Mate, the reason why we're just sitting here is we're just waiting for the ambulance, okay? Around you? How old are you?
21. But still, man, you're not scared of your own. You're scared of your mum. Everyone's scared.
Come down to the ambo so they can have a better look at you. Okay.
No worries, mate.
The Ambos are done patching up the other bloke, and he's escorted to the closest taxi.
Thank you, Constable Jackson.
Oh, mate, any time.
You've been a lot nicer than some of the other cops.
Oh, mate, I'm a pretty good bloke.
I mean, we all do stupid things when we're drunk. If you're just going to start arguing, just walk away. You're going to end up like both these blokes, having me breathing down the back of their necks.
Due to your intoxicated behaviour and what's happened tonight, you can't come back to Manly for 6 hours.
The one punch thing is all over the news. We all know about it, and the sentencing is pretty serious now. Now, one of these witnesses told me that he booted him in the head. Could have easily killed him, and then he'd be going to jail.
Nicole and Terry have been called to a neighbourhood dispute. It's a pretty trivial matter, but police actually get calls like this all the time.
So the informant's called us because her neighbour has put dirt in her mailbox and she wants us to take action against it. So we're just going to go have a chat.
Hello.
All right.
And this was in my letterbox.
From your neighbour?
From Gina.
How do you know it was Gina that did this, Robin?
Because she's the only one that attacked me, and everybody here will tell you.
But did you see anyone do it?
No, I didn't see her do it.
Like, unless someone's seen her do it, we can only put the allegation to her, and if she says, no, I didn't, then unfortunately.
Why don't you try and catch her? Like...
What would you like us to do?
Well, say something that will...
We can go ask her. I understand how frustrating it is. I honestly do. But at the same time, the things that she's doing don't really amount to a criminal offence. She's just probably a pest.
She is.
Yeah.
She's a psychopath.
Are you happy for us to just go have a chat with her? Because that's really all we can do for you.
Well, yes, if that's all you can do what you can.
Police go to jobs like this every day. Whilst they're not, you know, massive on the scheme of crime, it's important for us to come and comfort people that want to make these reports, that we can de-escalate the situation now before it, you know, gets out of hand and someone ends up getting hurt. Hi, Gina. Hi. We've come here today because we've had an incident with your neighbour.
Okay.
She's had this envelope with dirt or poo put in her mailbox. What can you tell me about that?
I don't know anything about that. Look, my mother died last week. Sister and I are pretty upset, right? I don't need grief from my neighbours. I stay away from them.
All right. Well, what I'm telling you is that if you have done this, not to do it.
I wouldn't go near her house if you paid me.
Okay. Well,
chop up, please.
You've been warned.
Thank you.
See ya.
So Gina has been given a warning, but 1 week later, the police are back.
So what happened this afternoon when you came home? Were you inside your house, were you?
Yes, and I heard this banging and I went out there and...
Did you come out the front or the back of your house?
The back. She could only get over the back fence.
Yeah.
And she just tried to get over it and she's yelling and screaming at me and I'm going to get you. I'm absolutely scared to death. I just don't know what to bloody do.
This happens a lot, and with the reports never eventuating into anything, police are starting to get tired of being involved.
Georgina, who's the other woman, basically her version is that the dog keeps trying to get into Robin's backyard. It's only a little shih tzu. So she's just put a few bricks across the bottom of the fence to stop it from doing that. And then Robin's come out with a long stick and has started basically hitting all the bricks out of the way.
Can't you do anything?
She can't climb over the back fence, so if you hear her yelling, just ignore her.
We've got one side of the story being told by one half and a different version coming from the other side, and we haven't got any independent witnesses that aren't effectively friends with one or the other. We can't determine where the truth lies, basically.
There's one missing and there's one...
It's half a paling. She's not going to squeeze through a paling.
Robin has actually taken out an AVO against her neighbour, which means the next time there's a call out, it will have to be escalated.
This is not a joke. We're not going to keep coming back here over fence palings, OK? The next time we get called back here for something like this, you're both going to Manly Police Station, you'll both be charged, and the magistrate can decide on it. Am I clear?
That's clear.
Yeah, that's clear?
That's clear.
Good.
All right.
No worries. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I haven't had a tiny teddy in years.
Teddies?
Now I feel like tiny teddies all of a sudden.
It's Friday Arvo, and while they're chatting about biscuits, Scott's run a rego check on an L-plater in front of them.
I just realised with this learner in front, the owner of the car's born in 1934 with an expired licence.
Oh, really?
And I thought, there's a learner driving, but then again, if Grandma's teaching her to drive on an expired licence, I just realised.
Have a little stop then, shall we?
So the registered owner is a suspended, really old person, but they're also got a expired licence. So we're just double checking that everybody's got a licence and the car's fine. Hi, how you going? Just a quick breath test. Do you have your driver's licence there? Is this Mum? Yeah. Do you have your licence there too?
Fortunately, it's Mum and not dear old Gran supervising.
Just have to do a quick breath test. Just need you to count to 10 for me out loud. 1, 2.
Well, it seems the driver's okay.
And I just test Mum as well.
Oh, God. Let's hope I'm okay. I had a vodka and Coke before I left.
And with the cheers from the pub across the road,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
the reading is in.
Just be back.
No, I had a drink just before we left. I didn't know we were going to go for a drive tonight, so I had a vodka and Coke, and luckily I didn't finish all of it.
So you understand that your limit as a supervisor is different to normally? Yeah, so it's 0.020 is your limit today.
Yeah, okay.
So what I need to do is just seal your lips over the end of the tube and blow into it nice and steady until I tell you to stop. Stop. Or just, but you're fine.
I just had a vodka and Coke.
Yeah. With supervisors of learner drivers, they are required to stay below 0.020. So as you can see, one drink can... Yeah. All right, so you're fine, but yeah. All right? I'll just get your licenses and I'll come back.
So the theory is, don't have a drink just before you're about to go out with your son somewhere, even though you're not driving. Don't have a drink at all.
OMG. He...
Looks like he's about 5. I looked at his photo and I was like, holy
He's probably
moly.
people in 1999.
He must have literally just got his licence.
I just saw them behind me and I was like, oh, what's going on? I saw the antennas and then the lights came on. And I pulled over and I was pretty nervous, but it's all good now, so yeah.
Car into a bushdown embankment. The driver is shaken, declined airburst.
Yeah, Northern Beaches 38, that's going to be us heading there. It's changeover at the moment, so we'll start heading up that way.
It's just gone 6 p.m. and Waddies and Sky were about to clock off for the day.
29 minutes we're going to be going that way.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But now they're heading deep into West Head National Park to a car accident.
Whoa.
Where a young driver has come around the corner and hit a wallaby.
Was it a big wallaby or a little wallaby? Did you only see it the last second when you came in the corner?
Last second.
Like it basically came round and you were like,
yeah,
bang.
Guy heading out of the parks, allegedly swerved for a wallaby and lost control of his vehicle and ended up in the trees.
Didn't hit your head.
So you didn't hit your head,
Injured,
no glass shattered on your face or anything like that. And how do you think, was it the
I have no idea how.
You don't know, you just...
I got cuts on my hand and cuts on my elbow and I don't know how it happened.
He's immensely lucky that he's actually walked away uninjured. He's got like a minor cut to his arm that's got a Band-Aid on it. So if it had been a bigger tree, if you had a hit front on, definitely could have been a fatal accident.
Just like you
didn't go head on.
Yeah.
The damage to the car is pretty extensive, like it's basically a write-off. He's told us he's climbed out the window of the car because the door's been jammed shut from the impact of hitting the trees.
The driver's passed a breath test and is free to go. But Sky and Waddies are left to clean up the aftermath.
We'll just do that. Just watch your step as you go back because it gets bumpy. Lock you in?
Yeah, lock me in the trees.
Good?
Good.
You all right? I knew that. I was like...
graceful as ever.
Thankfully, the fireys have come to the rescue.
We did drag
all
off
the
as
trees.
best as we could, but yeah, it's just... West Head, Coongar Chase National Park. It's pretty much almost as far west and north than our command as you can get. We've got that much mud in my filthy boots. It's one of the hazards of working in this command. It's such a big command and you've got to go from end to end. Not so much hanging out by the beach, we're up in the bush now, so it's a bit of fun. Lovely nighttime drive with my partner in the car. I like these disco lights.
Oh, God.
It's a playground for sun lovers, where every day is a celebration. And that keeps the cops busy.
Go away! Get out of my face, mate!
In your face!
So when things get too hot...
Don't you!
I've told you all the information I need to know.
They've fallen in the blowhole at Warriewood.
Whilst we were dealing with these guys, he's been bottled.
$550 fine, that one.
These cops keep it cool.
What they were doing, they were making homemade bombs and letting them off.
What brings you to the Northern Beaches? This is sick.
Here's ice pipe.
So at this stage you're under arrest.
So where are you injured? Just your hand?
Keep your pants on because it's really not impressive.
Welcome to their world.
All right, guys, let's get going.
This is Beach Cops.
This is amazing. Looking at you guys and looking at the water, it's very special.
It's been a great day at Manly. Epic waves, awesome concert, and the crowds are going home happy. And the beach cops are hoping it stays that way.
You've already been removed from these premises.
But in this job, it can change in an instant.
Moving on while I talk to him.
Mate, the security have told me that they've refused you twice. Yeah. But you keep trying to get back in.
And things are about to erupt on the Corso.
You're not going anywhere, you're under arrest.
Get them all out.
There was 2 officers on the upper level of the Ivanhoe, which is the dance floor. And my partner and I heard they call for assistance. We've run up the flight of stairs, seen a huge altercation on the dance floor with one large Islander male coming down the stairs who had his shirt already ripped. So I've apprehended him.
Let him do it. Let him do it. Come on.
Put your hands behind your back. He's practically dragged me down the stairs. We've arrested him out the front. He's tried to get away and we've had to hold on to him, handcuff him to restrain him. What happened inside, mate? It turns out there was an altercation up there between a number of males, a fight. They were all throwing punches, all guilty of an offence. Go away.
I didn't even touch you.
And trying to unravel who's responsible is proving tricky.
Listen, mate, go away. We're conducting an investigation here. Tom.
I didn't do shit.
You are hindering me in... Go...
So as officers give this lot their move-on orders, another incident is unfolding.
Another bloke's walked down, covered in blood, claims he's been bottled. Separate to our incident, whilst we were dealing with these guys, he's been bottled. Obviously, alcohol is a huge contributing factor to these incidents.
Northern Beaches 45, can we have another ambulance at the Ivanhoe? 20-year-old male, conscious and breathing, with a gash to his head.
So it's a very serious offence to glass someone. You know, there can be fairly serious punishments for it.
Apparently you saw what happened in there. Was he bottled or something? Glass?
He got glassed,
yeah. Yeah.
Beer bottle over his head.
Due to the amount of people involved, due to the amount of little spot fights that were going on, the sergeants walked in, spoken to the licensee, and the licensees voluntarily shut the pub down.
Closing the pub means more pissed people on the street, and that can mean more trouble.
You never know what's coming behind you or if something else is going to erupt. And those people standing around, they're the ones that are going to cause trouble. Let's move some people on. Get off your skateboard and watch where you're going. Pick it up and go.
You see the guy with the blood?
Yeah,
he apparently knocked out a chick, and then, so as a result, someone bottled him.
I mean, some nights erupt like that. So we had that first altercation, and then we had another person come out and said they'd been assaulted in a different incident, and then within minutes, another one. So there was like 3 in the space of 7 minutes, I would say.
That guy there with no shirt, he's throwing a bottle.
It's a glassing, mate. If it's smashed open, it's a glassing.
Mate, do you need ambo assistance at all or not?
Finally, 20 minutes later, and it's under control.
Oh, you're right. Sometimes I do get a little bit frightened, but I know that there's someone right behind me got my back, so.
And just like that, it's on again. There's a punch-up right across the road.
All right, guys, let's get going. All right, everyone out. Come on, mate, let's get going.
Watties and Blake are going lights and sirens to an urgent job. The Garbos have found 2 hand grenades.
Apparently 2 hand grenades have been located in a council clean-up by a member of the council. Grenades have not been touched and former believes them to be live. I believe we may need extra resources to evacuate. Yeah, clear left.
One directly opposite would be Future Road School, which I think is a school for disabled children.
No, it's even worse. Beach is 4-5 Cobb. We're about a minute off. We'll keep you updated when we're on scene.
With a threat as serious as this, all available units in the area have been called in to help.
Yeah, 4-5, we're here now. It also looks like fire brigade's on scene.
The fireys have already blocked off the street and the school is in lockdown.
Council workers found something in a clean-up and we're just making precautions.
Am I allowed to get down to my daughter?
No, you can't go past that tape because we're going to bring them out anyway.
You know, obviously, they could be just, mock ones that someone's thrown out. There's a school opposite, so we've just got to take all the precautions just in case they are real and one of them was to be detonated.
And the guy that picked them up couldn't tell if they were real either.
Well, we're just doing a clean-up of DY and picked up a few boxes and at the bottom falls 2 grenades.
And you thought they'll fake it first?
Yeah, picked them up. They fell out of the box. I went to pick them up again and they weighed a tonne, so I just gently placed them down and put them on the wall and waited and called the boss.
The bomb squad's on the way and they've been able to give a positive ID from photos of the grenades.
In the last sort of 5 minutes, we've learned that the hand grenades are actually real. They're World War II hand grenade, type 36. So the exclusion zone's just been reduced up until a couple of metres because the immediate danger is pretty limited. The road's reopened, parents can pick their kids up now.
At the moment, we're waiting for the bomb squad and they're going to hopefully take them away to be exploded off-site in a safe location. This is a very unique situation for the Northern Beaches. You're not expecting to find 2 live hand grenades on a public street.
This looks good.
Yeah, we had to go to Kmart and get it dressed.
We'll return the dog. Yeah.
Sorry, Mum.
Oh my God, no!
You all right? Yeah. What are you doing on the ground? Laying here. Yeah. You got people worried. They've called 000.
It's late Saturday night and Nicole and Brendan are going bush.
Don't let anyone come out in the bushes at me. Get scared of the dark.
A group of teenagers have been drinking in a secluded spot and one of them has collapsed. It's taken a bit of time, but they've found Ben, the boy who called for help.
There's 2 male officers just went that way. I'm just waiting for the Amber.
What have you guys been up to tonight? Just going to ask you if you guys been drinking. You all right?
A little bit.
Under the bridge and across the other side. What are you going to wait for the ambos?
I'm waiting for the Ambos.
Okay.
Thanks, Radio. We're off at Home Street and we're with the patient now.
2 other officers have located the boy and are assessing him when Nicole and Brendan arrive.
He's responsive, but he's out of it. Yeah.
Bit of an impulse of 20 or 30.
Do we know his name?
Josh.
He'll be all right.
How old is he? 16.
So we've been called here. We're at the end of a cul-de-sac, through a bush area, under a tunnel, right out the back of nowhere, and there's an intoxicated youth who has a broken leg and he's almost unconscious.
Fortunately, a friend had the good sense to call the boy's dad, who called the paramedics.
Joshua, wake up for me, mate. Open your eyes.
I was actually home and I got a call saying, quick, get down here. He's sick, your son's sick, really sick, from his mate. So his mate stayed with him and rang me.
Josh, open your eyes.
Straight vodka, so a fair bit of it. He just collapsed from it, yeah.
Oh, God.
And finally, they've got a response from him.
We're going to get you on a stretcher.
Sorry, Adrian.
Okay. I'm getting both trousers. That's it.
You gotta get on the bed here, mate. Yeah, watch.
Josh, you gotta listen to it. Nice comfy bed, nice comfy bed. Nice comfy bed. Watch your knee.
Watch that leg.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Just support him.
Nothing like to do things in a spectacular way, eh?
He could have fallen, hit his head. He could have been with no one. He could have been there for hours. We struggled to find him as well.
We'll help you up the hill.
So this young teenager is off to hospital.
I don't even drink. That's the funny part. Everyone who knows me knows that I don't drink, and I'd say that the kids don't drink.
Thanks for coming, mate.
Love you, darling. Love you, darling.
Thanks for coming out.
Ben, thanks for calling me.
I knew I had to
Thanks
call
for
you.
calling. If you hadn't called me, I'd be stuffed. Thank you. 16, that's what you do. I mean, I did do that when I was 16, not at that level. Just a little bit, not a lot. You did a lot.
Job well done. I touch you with that. Oh dear.
Six. It's a new model Holden Commodore, possibly stolen.
Gibbo and Brendan are following up separate reports about 2 high-performance cars, both stolen while their owners were asleep.
Beaches 37, I'll get a VIN check as well if you can.
It seems there may be a connection.
There you go, guys. It's Vince, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Constable Giblin. You had your house broken into last night.
Yeah, last night.
How are you feeling about that?
It's pretty shaken up, to be honest. So they've come through the back, went around the house.
Yeah.
Obviously couldn't find my car key.
Yeah.
Come into the room pretty much at my feet.
Yeah.
Taken the car key. Didn't mind that we were sleeping there and, you know, looking over us. Yeah, it's a bit intrusive, you kind of...
An aggravated break and enter is right up there with your worst crimes. If you're out and someone breaks into your house, it's a pretty big invasion of your privacy. But if you're home asleep, you can only imagine what that's going to make you feel like.
When Vince realised his car was stolen, he went looking for clues around the neighbourhood.
I was just walking around, you know, just trying to see stuff and, you know, find little clues, and noticed that car was unlocked, both the seatbelts still buckled in. This afternoon was still there, so I thought I'd better give you guys a call.
Yeah.
And it seems this car was also stolen while the owner slept.
We've run the plates.
Yeah.
What's happened last night is you're the second aggravated break and enter that's occurred.
Yeah.
They've gone to the first guy in Belrose. They've taken this car, driven here.
This one here?
Yeah, it sounds like they parked up here and walked up the hill to yours and taken yours. Probably liked yours better.
And Gibbo's got an idea about how it all happened.
Now, you're a member of a car club, aren't you?
Yeah, I was a member. I've only joined two clubs in the last 3 weeks, and it was funny. We only had this conversation last Friday about not wanting to post videos or photos. Didn't want to...
Good chance.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a club. It's a bunch of guys having fun. They also get targeted. It's an easy way for one criminal to join the group and sees a nicer car, follows him home, takes his car. Okay, this is Constable Giblin recording. This is a recovered stolen motor vehicle. What we can draw a conclusion is that the first vehicle stolen has been driven to the second house to commit the second aggravated break and enter and steal the second car. What we can see on the window here, the passenger side, looks like cigarette ash. Hopefully the offender was having a smoke. These high-performance vehicles are targeted to be used in more serious crimes, hold-ups, drive-by shootings, getaway cars for pursuits and things like that.
Forensics found a fingerprint on the car and detectives are checking it out.
There you go, see? Pays off to run some plates.
There it is. You're on place.
See you, fool.
It's just 39, we're on foot. We're up at the Brighton Hotel, we're to make our way.
It's early Friday evening and Terry and Nicole are looking for a man seen pushing a TV in a shopping trolley.
Yeah, so we're heading to a job. A male PY's carried 2 boxes containing TVs and hiding them down the side of a unit block. It's near the Harvey Norman at Balgala, so we're going to head down there and try and find him. Beach is 18, we'll copy the Harvey Norman job. We're going to go blue in 5.
The incident was reported by a vigilant local.
Well, I'm in my PJs and I was just going to do my weekly woolly shop and I just saw something that didn't quite add up. Was this guy wandering down the road with a TV on a shopping trolley on a Saturday night at 9:30, polystyrene still on the TV, didn't look like Harvey Norman's was open, kind of figured that he'd got that from somewhere.
Right away, the girls spot him.
Hey, mate. Come out here for us. Come out
Aaron,
here.
stop. Aaron!
And it turns out He's a familiar face.
What are you doing? Hey? We've had some calls that you've been carrying some boxes. So where are those boxes? Yeah. Hey? Yeah? What's in those boxes?
Rubbish.
Sorry?
Rubbish.
Rubbish. Come on, we're going to go for a walk up here. And that's the TV? It's broken. Where did you actually get it, though?
Like down opposite village.
Where do you live?
Camera.
Camaray?
Yeah.
Where are we going to carry this?
On the bus.
You're going to put it on the bus with you?
Yeah.
And take it to Camaray?
Yeah.
Is this the only TV you've grabbed? Pretty much, or yes?
Yeah.
Nicole and Terry aren't convinced.
Aaron, I'm just going to show you something. You seem to know where we're going. No, you know, you're walking in front of me. What's down here? What are these? Do these have anything to do with the TV sitting out there? Well, I suspect these goods to be stolen. What do you have to say in relation to that?
Why don't you give them a run in? They're going to run in.
All right, well, we're going to do some checks on them. If they come back stolen, you're going to get charged with goods in custody.
So while Aaron is sent on his way empty-handed, the girls are left with the heavy lifting.
So, yeah, we'll put these in the back. We're just going to take the 2 TVs back over to Harvey Norman. They're probably like second-hand ones that customers have traded in when they've brought a new TV. So they usually reserve a bin out the back for the traded-in ones if they're not worth anything.
But as Terry and Nicole go and check out the back of Harvey Norman, they get another surprise.
Who's doing it too?
Yeah, they've been working that one.
What are you doing? Hey? So we were just pulling into the car park to drop the TVs off, and there was another gentleman here with his ute having a scab as well.
Sort of like salvos, you know how you can't go through salvos bins? It's property of Harvey Norman. You can't actually take any. Otherwise you can be charged with goods in custody.
Chuck it all back then.
Yep. Now we've obviously come and we've seen all these other TVs here. It's more than likely that this is where Aaron's come to get his 2 TVs before he's carried them up the street. We've returned the TVs, they're here. Aaron won't get charged, more than likely.
You walked into me as you're walking down the course, so I'd assume that you're intoxicated, okay?
I haven't drank anything in the pub.
Okay, you cannot continue your intoxicated behaviour in any public place tonight.
What?
Where have you been drinking?
My house.
Okay, and where do you live? I need your address in Sydney.
Hey, why don't you shove that camera up your ass?
You're going to get a ticket for offensive language.
Yeah.
I'm giving you an intoxicated move-on. If you fail to comply with my move-on direction, you'll get another ticket for $1,100. Go ahead! I'm watching you.
It's Tuesday night, and Nicole and Maddie have had a call out about a break and enter, and it's happening right now.
Personal premises.
Collins, elderly lady thinks someone's breaking into her kitchen. Fears someone's broken in.
Beaches 15, we're pulling up now.
I think it's that unit there. That's the only unit block on the street.
As they arrive, another team is pulling up too.
Hello.
It seems the call has come in from an 80-year-old woman.
Do you want me to come in? What's your name, love? June? How are you? Oh, that's better. Do you want me to have a look and make sure everything's okay? Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I'll do this.
So we found a lovely elderly lady by the name of June, and she thinks that someone's climbed in her kitchen window. No one's in here.
Window's still good.
How about I check it from the outside? Make sure no one came in. She had the kitchen door barricaded in with some tables and chairs, and we pulled them away, and there was definitely no one inside. It was pretty clear that no one had broken in. It's all locked from the outside.
Just a false alarm. It's better to be safe than sorry.
But it's not just the beach cops who are checking on June.
You gonna go have a cup of tea with her? Have a cup of tea?
And neighbours come up to see if everything is all right.
How you going, Papa?
Oh, that's cute.
You're on Couple of the Year now. This is the Bachelorette.
You're going to be the next TV star.
Now, do you realise there's nobody in your kitchen? They couldn't possibly get in without you letting through the door.
But
I've been
got
telling you this
ears
for
for
3
the
months.
noises.
You brought all the neighbours out.
Good night, Fred.
Everyone's looking out for you. We've got people downstairs. We've got people coming up the stairs. No one's going to break into your place. There's too many people around.
Now, June, how are you feeling? You a bit better now? Maybe you need a strong young man to stay over to protect you.
You can take your pick. You got one there.
You got this one?
Downstairs.
Oh, this one, they can stay over.
It seems there's men coming out of the woodwork.
Oh, he's volunteering. He's in. Ooh, it is the Bachelorette.
It is.
It is. They're all fighting to be in.
And now a third man has arrived.
Oh, another eligible bachelor.
Got to wear it around the neck. You knew she goes to
Which
bed.
one is she going to give the rose to?
So, very kindly, the community spirit is strong here, and all the neighbours have come out of their units and they've come and checked on old June and made sure she's all right. And there'll be no more trouble here, I don't think. It's a block party, righto.
3 8-year-olds celebrating.
See you later. Have fun, June. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That's a short list, isn't it?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Reach on 5 back on.
She was a lovely little old lady.
She's still got it. Go, June.
This is Sydney's northern beaches. It's a playground for sun lovers, where every day is a celebration. That keeps the cops busy.
Go away. Get out of my face, mate.
In your face!
So when things get too hot,
Don't you?
I've told you all the information I need to know.
They've fallen in the blowhole at Warriewood. Whilst we were dealing with these guys, he's been bottled. $550 fine, that one.
these cops keep it cool.
What they were doing, they were making homemade bombs and letting them off.
What brings you to the northern beaches? This is sick.
Here's ice pipe.
So at this stage you're under arrest.
So where are you injured? Just your hand?
Keep your pants on because it's really not impressive.
Welcome to their world.
All right, guys, let's get going.
This is Beach Cops. Sydney's coast has been rocked by a massive swell, closing most of the beaches. And while us more experienced surfers are making the most of it, there are some taking the biggest risk of their lives. Alex and Richard are responding to a call out to Warriewood's notorious blowhole.
On the jet skis now heading to the station as well.
Where a jump has gone terribly wrong.
Okay, we're responding to a patient that's involved in a fall. Patient is unknown age or gender. They've fallen in the blowhole at Warriewood. Extent of injuries is unknown. Oh, there's someone already down there. Hey? Don't get too close, mate. That bloke's there. He's obviously keeping an eye for his mate. Oi, guys! Boys! Boys! Hey!
Richard and Alex can see a group of young boys below, but there's no sign of the person who's jumped. So a rescue chopper is on standby, and surf lifesavers are already on their way to the blowhole by jet ski.
What's unfolding is the boys have just got a call out to a suspected patient who's fallen off the blowhole, which is a bit of a trouble area we've got just around the corner. It's about 15 to 20 metres in height. It's used as a just popular jumping spot into the water. Apparently he's fallen off one of the ledges they used to climb up, and at this stage that's all the information we've got. The boys are currently on their way out there now on a jet ski.
Yeah, B02 copy, radio. Just to let you know, there are, I think, 3 males down there on the rock ledge, so they can't hear us.
Conditions today are pretty bad, actually. Most of the beaches in Pittsburgh are closed, including Warriewood, which makes jumping off the blowhole even more dangerous. With large swell running, they can actually get caught inside the cave. And inside the cave, it's quite sort of tight. When the swell runs through, it fills the whole cave, so there's actually nowhere to go, and they get stuck in there. There's a little ledge, you can just basically hold on for life until someone gets there.
The blowhole, it's renowned for one of those thrill-seeking areas for young kids and young adults. It's a really dangerous part of the northern beaches that we're trying to get kids to stay away from.
The lifeguard seems to be sure that they'll be able to get him out.
The lifesavers have reached the boy, and the situation is clearer. He's jumped and become trapped in the cave.
Where'd he jump from, mate? Just here?
Oh, no, it's just
around there? Into the hole?
Yeah. Jumped in from there.
Yep.
And then for some reason the water dragged him all the way back into the cave and
Okay.
The only way to get him out is for the lifesaver to swim into the cave. So it's now a waiting game for everyone.
Pit 2, Warriewood Ski.
Go ahead, Warriewood Ski, Pit 2.
Pit 2, we just have the patient on the back of the ski now, coming out of the blowhole, and we are heading towards the beach.
Yeah, copy that, Warriewood Ski. What's the condition of the patient?
Patient is conscious, breathing, so we've got a few minor scratches.
He made the jump quite safely, but it's actually returning back through the blowhole to get onto the rocks is where he got into trouble. He was stuck inside the cave, but one of the lifeguards swam off the back of the jet ski into the cave, reassured him, and then waited for a bit of a gap in the sets and swam him back out of the cave onto the waiting jet ski, and he was brought back here to paramedics.
What the hell are you doing here today?
We had a day off.
All right, so you decided to come down to the blowhole.
Yep.
Guys, it's very dangerous. Seriously, man, it's not worth it. The amount of people that have died here or seriously injured, just don't do it, all right?
When you get calls for young kids, you just think, oh, no, please, no. I hope it's not the worst. Like, look at the surf, mate, it's huge.
Yeah, that's
It's just, they're getting hammered in the cave and they hit their head and they're gone. I've got 3 kids and this is one area that I definitely won't let them go to. They can come to the beach, but if I hear that they've come to the blowhole, I'll just, yeah. I'd hate to be in their shoes, trust me. Let's go.
Very, very dangerous. Come on, let's go.
Back down to your mate.
This one's for you, Fergo.
Leave the Manly CBD, leave the Corso.
Just get off and walk it, okay?
Leave Manly Corso now or you will be arrested.
What are you doing?
It's Saturday night in Manly, and Nicole and Brendan have been called to a popular night spot to deal with some unhappy punters.
My name's Constable Townsend, Manly Police. All right, I'm asking you to give me your ID.
That's all right.
You need to give me your ID. So, typical Saturday night, we've got intoxicated people. It's not even 8:30 yet, and we've just had a group that's been kicked out of the stain. They've failed to comply with that, and police have been called. You need to give me your ID.
Physically, you need a reason to give me your ID.
Yep, because you've been asked to leave a licensed premises.
You need proof of that matter.
No,
Yes,
I
you
do
do.
not.
We've done nothing wrong.
You need proof of the matter to give us
We
our
have
ID.
actually done nothing wrong.
Have you studied law?
I have
you?
actually.
Are you a lawyer?
I did. I went to Goulburn and studied the police academy.
Oh, okay, so what section are you?
I'm not. I dropped out because I realised it was a cop-out.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, everyone knows the law and everyone's had a law degree, and people just try any excuse to make you doubt yourself. Well, under Section 11...
No, you don't. That's
LEPRA.
bullshit. I know. Section 11 of what?
Of LEPRA, the Law Enforcement
LEPRA.
Powers and
Right, okay,
Responsibilities
that's
Act. One of those things, everyone knows more than the police when they're drunk. It's pretty simple. Give me your ID. I write it in my notebook.
Show you quit, right? Quit, and if he fails to give us identification, we can arrest him, take him back to station.
Well,
you
I
want
need
to make it
sure
harder?
it's a proper ID.
Just give
with
us
your
ID.
He's Australian, I'm English.
Yours as well, thanks.
Okay, that's fine, mate.
So now you don't want to talk to
He's
us.
not in the investigation.
Get out of my face.
Not in your face.
Step back.
Mate, you can bring that up with them.
Step back.
I've not moved since you guys
If there was something else going on.
This Mexican standoff has been going on too long, so another team have come in to assist.
You said you've got to look at the licence, not take it. Can I have my licence back? 1, 2, 3,
The last thing you want
4,
is to see.
5.
Get out of my face,
Right
mate.
in your face. Oi, I haven't done it.
Finally, this lot shut up long enough to be given a move-on direction.
You've been Manly for 60 hours. Off you go.
But they've walked around the corner and straight into another bar, where they've been thrown out again.
Back out. You've already been given a move-on direction from Manly. No. You went into the sugar lounge.
We're leaving the area. What are you pestering for?
And you need to give us your ID now.
Hang on here.
Because
Tony. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No.
You don't. Hey, oh, whoa, indecent assault. Oh, my God.
Your ID because you failed to comply with the move-on direction.
No, he didn't. Oh, indecent assault. Indecent assault.
The hero. So, to be a cop, obviously you need to have a very high tolerance for dealing with drunks, and we all like to have fun just like the rest of the community, but at the end of the day, when you've had enough, it's time to go home. Okay, you're to leave Manly. You're to leave Manly. Just walk directly out of Manly and do not come back for 6 hours. Off you go. That's an easy 4 tickets.
This week on Beach Cops, cops deal with drunk idiots again.
Up you get, it's time to go home.
She's been telling you for the last 30 seconds it's time for you to go home.
Back on the streets, and things are heating up.
Pick your things up and go.
I don't want to touch this.
You just cost yourself $500 tonight.
And while these cops are dealing with the Corso, Dan and Blake are responding to a report about gunshots.
The informant has heard a loud bang, thinks it might be a gunshot.
Yeah, beach is 4-5, we're only a minute away from there. Possible gunshots, I'm guessing they're firecrackers. Might be some hoons in the car park or something. There's a car over there.
27.
Alright, yep.
Job at 20 or 22.
He's running. Mate, don't run! Stop! Stop, buddy!
After a mad chase in the dark, they've caught the runner. But another young guy has appeared out of the bushes and given himself up.
Obviously, if someone runs from us, we want to know why they're running. We've stopped him, we've searched him, confirmed his identity. He has nothing on him, so that makes it really hard to prove what the offence was. Tell us up front, was that you throwing the firecrackers when we turned up? When I questioned about the explosives, he said they were bungers or a small firecracker.
That's what 12-year-olds do, man. Come on, you're 20.
Why are your eyes glazed and bloodshot? Have you been smoking tonight? Just take a seat there for me. Can I make sure he doesn't throw anything in the grass while we're
easy as to go for it.
Because all of a sudden he decided he was happy to stop. I think he might have gotten rid of what he was running for. I reckon he smoked a bit of pot tonight. All right, Daniel, yeah, we'll head back to your vehicle. We'll just get your ID. I need the site, just some photo ID. Bring old mate with you as well. Well, why we take it so serious is people say it sounds like gunshots. And then you take off into the bush and all of a sudden I'm chasing someone that may have a gun. And it's not a good day for anybody. We've had reasons to believe that they may have consumed drugs tonight. I believe cannabis, as his eyes were bloodshot. So we've escorted them back to their vehicle, where we've conducted a vehicle search. They shared a joint once they arrived here.
They've fessed up to smoking drugs, but there's no pot in the car or any sign of firecrackers.
So you didn't do anything, man?
So the boys are moved on.
But you won't be driving from here tonight after pulling a few cones. So you just have to walk out of here. You can't drive.
So boys.
So I've still got suspicions that they may have thrown something or ditched something. They didn't stop until they had run a fair distance through long grass and through ditches and embankments. Plenty of time to throw something.
But as Blake and Dan search the other side of the car park, they find plastic bottles taped to the poles, and they're dripping with liquid.
That's burning.
Yeah, look at that. Watch out.
We can't really leave that here because there'll be kids using this tomorrow. Since we've released them, given their move-on direction, we've found a few bottles strapped to the poles using some duct tape.
But look at it, it's like green, man. Look at it.
We almost need a hazmat unit. Yeah, radio, can we have fireys or a hazmat unit to our location? Something started not adding up, so we went and looked further, and that's obviously what they were doing. They were making homemade bombs and letting them off. So it all makes sense now. But we just had some kids up here filling these bottles and blowing them up. Due to the serious nature of the offence, possessing an explosive in a public place, it was referred to our detectives. At the time, I don't believe either party realised the seriousness of what they were doing. They thought it was all a bit of a joke.
But it's serious. This boy was placed on a 12-month good behaviour bond for offensive behaviour.
Northern Beaches 38.
38, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, radio. Could you please create a CAD message for us? Read death message.
Telling a stranger that their loved one has passed away is one of the hardest things about being a cop.
Just know what you're going to say?
Oh, not really. I think she's going to know anyway.
Yeah.
The beach cops deliver far too many death messages each week, and it's never easy.
I've dealt with a few death messages before, and they've all been completely different.
I've been to one, which was horrible, and I'm not looking forward to it, but it's got to be done. When you confirm someone's deceased, you never know how someone's going to react.
I think that's the hardest part, is everyone grieves differently.
Yeah,
so.
the unknown. Oh, I'm so nervous.
You'll be right, I'm with you. Make sure we get into the house before we start having a conversation.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get her sitting down.
Yeah.
And now they have to break the news to the family that someone they love has died of a heart attack, which is hard for everyone.
Beaches 38 back on. It's always difficult knowing how to approach them, but...
Yeah, you never know. She gave you a cuddle on the way in, and she's lovely.
I think you did really well.
Not the best part of our job.
It's definitely not. Makes you go home at night and appreciate your family more, but...
Yeah, definitely.
And as the sun goes down and the night shift comes on.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad.
We have to go to a death message.
It's a beautiful day on Sydney's northern beaches.
It's where we bring the kids for their surfing.
No.
But one guy has to ruin it for everybody with a spot of road rage.
Mate, that guy's raging. Did you hear him? We'll get him. We'll get him. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, look at him. Mate, he's just raging for some reason. That's why we're pulling him over.
Okay, mate, you got your licence? You got a problem?
Just my missus is on the wrong side of the road for me to pick her up. So I had to go around the block.
Yeah, OK, but you just got to settle down with your anger, mate. OK? Had anything to drink today?
No, mate, I'm not worried.
Got your P-plates on?
I've got them on the front. Do you have them on the back?
Not that I know of.
First name, Adam, the usual way.
Just wait for this check to come back and then we'll let you go. Yeah, just your road rage, mate. That's all it is. Just got to settle down.
Are you a learner, mate, or P's? Yeah. You are a learner.
So unaccompanied.
You've been done for that before, haven't you? Oh.
Not going to be able to drive, mate. Going to get a couple of tickets now. So what are you driving for?
My bike's not running at the moment.
Your bike's not riding. But you know you've got no licence. Ain't been done before.
Generally, when we see someone driving on the road and carrying on the way this guy did, with arms waving out the window swearing, he's going to get pulled over. How much was the ticket last time? $1,000. They give you one or two? One. It sucks, I understand that, but mate, at the end of the day, it is what it is. He knows he's driving unaccompanied. If he'd crashed into someone, mate, he's in a world of hurt. Why don't you just get your full licence, mate?
Oh, I just failed the test. So I was doing 60 and a 50 zone.
You know better than that.
Just convenience, mate, and stupidity, I guess.
All right, Adam. There's going to be a ticket here for you, $815, unaccompanied learner. If you do get caught driving, you will be charged. You have to go before the courts, you understand that?
Yep.
Plenty of transport around, mate. Just can't drive. Right, you're free to go.
And Adam's running for the bus.
You're the one that picked him.
Yeah, I told you. You're going to pick him, mate. I'll pick him. Didn't you hear him yelling?
Yeah, I heard him. All right, let's go.
Coming up, a 3-year-old girl is lost.
We're just going to try and find the parents, because I assume they'd be feeling pretty scared and anxious right now, so...
See what they found out.
It's Saturday evening in Manly, and as the sun is setting, Andrew and Waddies have had a call-out about a 3-year-old girl found on her own.
So we've been called to a missing child. She's been located by 2 passers-by, just walking past, seeing the child sitting by herself. The parents haven't been around for 25 minutes, so we're just going to go and check it out and try and find the parents, because I assume they'd be feeling pretty scared and anxious right now.
The little girl was found on the cliff's edge by a couple out walking.
See what they found out.
We're walking along the path here in Auburn. The little girl was just sitting by herself, playing with her toys, looking a little bit worried. We couldn't find a mum or a dad, and so we just gave you guys a call, and here you are now. Yeah, hopefully nothing bad's going on. It always makes you worry a little bit when you don't know, how it comes that there's a little girl sitting by herself on the path.
Hello.
2 other officers are already with the girl, and they're trying to find out where she's come from.
My name's Richard. What's her name?
And she's 3. Today?
Played in the sand. I've been chatting to her for a little bit, and the sergeant's been doing the same thing, and she seems really calm. We know she's come for a long walk and she's played in the sand. Other than that, details are pretty hard to get from her.
You live at the beach, do you? Did you drive down here with Mummy or Daddy, or did you walk?
So I can imagine how frantic the parents would be, especially any age child, but a 3-year-old little girl, been missing for any period of time. We're probably only, 10 metres away from the cliff face where she's been playing with her toys.
Should be around here somewhere.
So actually, we've just been told by some passers-by that there's some frantic parents, or about 3 people down there looking for a little girl. So hopefully we'll be able to can reunite them.
And the cheers say it all. They've found Dad.
Oh, Bubby, don't run off like that. You go see Mummy. So I was really, really thankful for the young couple who, just on their afternoon walk, they noticed something, and without just going, oh, I'll let it go, or walking past, they've actually done the right thing of just probably checking with her and asking where Mummy and Daddy are, and when the reply is I don't know, they've done the next best thing is to call us.
You said she lived on the beach.
Yeah, she did say that. She goes, I live on the beach, and it's that way. And then and it's a long walk. That's what she said to us.
You do live on the beach.
There's Mummy.
Right. Come here.
Say
Well
to-
done for knowing we're homers. What do you say to the police officers?
Thank you.
You can't run off, can you?
No.
Stay with Mum. It's very dangerous, the water. We're very happy that you're all right. Thank you so much.
yeah, no problem, mate.
Thank
Good.
you so
Thanks,
much.
No, that's fine.
You're doing a fantastic job.
So, so that was good. Job well done.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good outcome.
I'd be pretty frantic if I was the parents, and I'd be beside myself.
It'd be the worst feeling in the world. I saw the father, he was sprinting for his life. And as soon as he saw me, he's like, oh, just relief. It's like, oh, you found my daughter, you found my daughter.
Oh, worked out well.
Could have been worse.
Very worse.
It's a playground for sun lovers, where every day is a celebration. That keeps the cops busy.
Go away!
Get out of my face, mate!
In your face!
So when things get too hot,
Don't you!
I've told you all the information I need to know. They've fallen in the blowhole at Warriewood.
Whilst we were dealing with these guys, he's been bottled.
$550 fine, that one.
these cops keep it cool.
What they were doing, they were making homemade bombs and letting them off.
What brings you to the Northern Beaches? This is sick!
Here's ice pipe.
So at this stage you're under arrest.
So where are you injured? Just your hand?
Keep your pants on because it's really not impressive.
Welcome to their world.
All right, guys, let's get going.
This is Beach Cops.
Go, mate. How's your piss going? Can you stop pissing for us?
That one that's squatting. G'day, mate. How you going? You've been seen tonight with your penis out, urinating in public, so you're going to get a $500 fine for offensive behaviour.
Hi there. Any reason why you're pissing on the church?
I wasn't.
No?
Do your flyer. ID, please.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, no good. ID. Driver's licence.
There's urine. Is there urine there?
So whose is that?
Yours.
You're going to prove that's mine?
Yes, I will. ID, mate. I'm not picking on anybody.
You are.
You're urinating on a church.
In our country, it's illegal to urinate in public. And you did that right there when we were standing over there.
Honest, you did everything.
And I'm honest too. I saw you peeing on the church.
Move one direction.
And you would turn around and now you want to find me?
Okay.
What about all the
Guys, you need to leave. Stop swearing and go home.
It's the early hours of Sunday morning, and Brendan and Nicole have just spotted 4 guys hopping into a car that's parked outside a known criminal's house.
There's some sick lads in that car.
Yeah, maybe you should wait up here and see if it drives past. Yeah, so there was a car we saw with 4 males getting into the car. It was actually across the road from where a well-known break-and-enter drug offender resides. Let's pull it over for our RBT.
Let's do that.
So it was just weird that the car was in the area directly across the road from that unit block. Hello, how you going?
Hey guys, what are you up to?
You've been stopped for the purpose of a random breath test.
What are you guys up to?
Thank you.
You going out tonight or just cruising?
Any alcohol tonight?
Knock on your face, mate.
Where are you from?
I'm living in Auburn.
Living in Auburn? What brings you to the Northern Beaches tonight? To meet friends? Are they from the Northern Beaches?
Where are you guys heading after this, mate?
Got one fella.
Okay. Do you have ID on you? Yes, please. And you guys in the back? We stopped the driver for the purpose of an RBT. We do a licence check on that driver. He came up from out of the area, and the other 3 males that were in the car were acting suspicious from the moment that I walked up to the car.
Just want to wind your window down and pass it to her. Cheers.
Right. So obviously you ask them questions about who they are and where they're from, and it turns out they're not from the area. I'll just do some checks and I'll be back with you.
What's your name, mate? Sit tight, boys.
One of them used to be from the area, so he's sort of claiming that he still resides here, even though on our system it says that he does not. So that obviously raises suspicion. How about you all get out? Why don't we do that? Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks, Radio. We've just got a vehicle stopped on Pittwater Road. Can we please have another vehicle for assistance, please?
What brings you to the Northern Beaches? I asked them more questions about why they're in the area and they couldn't provide me with a reason that was reasonable. That obviously raised our suspicion that they could be in the area for the purchase or selling of drugs. All right, we're going to give you guys a search to make sure that you don't have anything on you that you shouldn't have, okay? Just keep your hands out of your pockets for now and my partner will get whatever it is out.
Just turn around, mate.
Another crew has turned up to help with the search.
How come you got so much cash out, mate?
They've found $1,400 cash on one man who says he's had a win on the pokies, and an ice pipe on the other who claims it's his brother's.
Maybe your brother needs to retire from smoking ice.
But he also has 2 mobile phones.
And why do you have 2 phones?
Things like having 2 mobile phones, a large amount of cash, you know, not being able to sort of like provide a reasonable excuse for being in the area, all those types of things. Yes, it's not criminal, but it certainly raises the suspicions that they may be involved in drug activity, and we need to, you know, work out why they are here and what they're doing.
Anything in the car?
A drug dog has also been called in to search the car. It's clear, but now Nicole needs to look for anything else of interest. And she quickly finds it. A bag containing an electronic tablet and a laptop.
We've searched the vehicle and we've found some property that relates to a break and enter that happened locally a few months back.
Beach 6, that's wonderful. Thanks for your radio. I was just wondering if you could just fetch me the date of that event, or the break and enter rather.
So you told me before that that bag belongs to you, okay, and you told me that there's the ThinkPad in it, and that belongs to you, okay. Can you tell me where you got that ThinkPad from?
A friend of mine gave it to me because I don't have a TV.
And how did she give it to you?
She said, I've got a laptop, my friend bought it for me, you can have it because I have a desktop with me.
Well, I've got reason to believe that that ThinkPad is stolen. Did you think that it could be stolen?
When she told me it wasn't, I believed her.
Okay, Thomas, like I said, my name's Constable Townsend from DY Police. At this stage, you're under arrest, okay, for goods in custody. One of the guys that was in the car had taken ownership of that laptop and said that it was his. So obviously he's been arrested for goods in custody. We're going to take you back to Manly Station, where we're going to confirm your living arrangements, okay, and go from there.
What's my living arrangements got to do with anything? I also stay with my mum.
Well, to ensure your appearance at court, we're going to place you under arrest and take you back to Manly Station.
What for?
Like I just told you. So come over here. They're right to go.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, guys, my name's Constable Kitchen from DY Police Station. Giving you official move along direction.
And it looks like these guys will need a lift too.
Did you turn the car off when I told you to? I don't know, mate. You might need to get like a tow truck or something. Wow, what a job. All right. Beach is 19. We've got one on board back to Manly.
It's Tuesday afternoon and a mum has phoned police, worried about a man in the park taking photos of the kids playing cricket.
So basically, someone's reported suspicious activity in connection with an offence. So we're not searching him as such, but we're going to search his camera.
If we find him.
Yeah. How you going? Good, you called, I take it.
Yeah, it was just this strange guy. I've got a photo of him.
Oh, brilliant.
He was just taking photos. It was actually, I think he was French. He was making out he was French. And
I went up to him and I just said, you took pictures of our kids. Can you please delete them off your camera?
Yeah.
So I stood there and I watched him delete.
But he had a massive zoom on his camera. I mean, I don't know.
He could be totally innocent, but at the same time.
We'll go for a patrol down there.
I'm hoping it's just a tourist taking photos
Look, I hope it is.
of the Australian way of life, I'm hoping.
Yes.
But we'll deal with it as a serious nature first.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All right.
You know, I guess you do never know. He might have been just a tourist, but he also could have been someone that was not someone we want around our kids while they're playing sport.
They said he walked off down to this beach, being described as an elderly male carrying a camera and tripod, with long grey hair. Yeah, he's French, apparently. So we've got a few cars off anyways, having a patrol for this male.
Just see if you can see anyone sitting in the cars. Down there, straight down here. That looks like him. That's him, found him.
Good spots. Hi sir, how you going? We've just had some calls in relation to you taking some photos of kids.
Yes.
Yeah? Can we just have a look at your camera?
Yes, I take the picture
Some people are a bit concerned of taking photos of kids just because recently there's been a lot of child approach.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
not saying that you are.
No,
I'm just
okay,
yeah.
no problem.
Okay.
This is the first picture today.
Okay.
Today. Okay.
Keep going. No more?
No more.
It's dated and there's no more from that date. All right, cool.
Okay.
No worries.
I take the picture. No, the children. Okay, I take the picture in general.
Okay. Of them playing cricket and having fun.
I technique. Here in Australia, I take the picture for the landscape here in Polaroid. The other picture, I take the picture in general for the cricket. It's very, very nice. Not the children. It's very important.
Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No worries, mate.
That was a good result.
So we'll go down there.
Nicole and Terry are responding to a robbery at the local mall. A man has walked into a store and stolen a TV. A few hours later, he's returned to try again, and it's all captured on CCTV.
Informants called saying a POI has attempted to steal a second TV from the store, but this time the informant has actually got a number plate.
So they're heading straight to the registered address of the car to see if the guy's come home.
Is the car there? It's over here. We've seen that the vehicle that was used in this stealing is actually parked downstairs. Careful, T-Mac. No one's in the car. It's warm. Yeah, it's definitely the car. So he might be upstairs, and we'll go have a look upstairs and see. What's your name? You have a Mazda downstairs. Yes? Are you the registered owner of that vehicle? Okay. My name's Constable Townsend from DY Police, and this is Constable McIntosh. We're investigating a stealing that happened earlier today at Audi in Brookvale. Sorry? Why would you need your shoes? Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions in relation to this matter. You don't have to say or do anything if you don't want to. Anything you say or do will be recorded and can be used in evidence. You understand that? Okay. Who's the registered owner of that vehicle? The male that was involved has come to the back door and presented himself to us. And when I put the allegation to him, he came clean straight away. He went back inside and picked up his shoes and said, "Let's go." He's basically said that the reason for him stealing the TV was to support his drug habit, and that he's gone to Audi specifically to steal the TV and take it out to his drug dealer to swap for drugs. What were you doing at DY?
The TV.
And how did you take it? So he's told us that he went to the store, stole the TV and drove straight out to Parramatta and then come back with the heroin. So you've injected all the heroin into you now? Yeah. 150 worth.
He's not really showing much remorse, but I think he was more embarrassed and ashamed. He's told us that he's going to rehab tomorrow, so hopefully that will help him out.
Well, what you're going to do is you're going to get issued with a future court attendance notice, okay?
So this bloke will end up with a date with the judge as soon as he's out of rehab.
That was a good little sneaky job.
And as the girls head back to the beach, there's one more call to make.
You're not going to get it back, mate, sorry, unfortunately. He's passed it on to someone else, so you won't get it back. Sorry about that, mate. All right, thank you, Michael. See you later. Bye. What are the chances of me getting the telly back? Yeah, no.
I'm a little hummingbird.
Down, 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 down. Might go to Macca's and get lunch, eh? It's that time of the day.
Away we go.
Bryce and Terry have been called to the scene of an accident.
How long have you had your licence for?
Oh, I got it yesterday.
Yesterday.
A drunk driver has collided with a learner while going around a corner at speed.
Yeah, I'm on my L's. I got my licence yesterday at about 11 and I've literally been driving since yesterday.
Did it scare? Yeah. To be honest, you never really properly learn about safety until you have your first accident?
My mum was supervising me. She did a good job. She was calm. Told me it wasn't my fault.
And lucky Mum was calm because the other driver wasn't.
He kept driving off and then he got out of the car and got angry. He refused to get breathalyzed, but then he got breathalyzed and I think he blew over the legal limit.
So while the drunk driver is back at the station getting a secondary breath test, Bryce is trying to work out just what's happened.
Kind of came around the corner really fast and I was like, didn't know what to do, so I kind of slowed down even more and then just...
You stopped.
Okay.
Yeah,
She was stopped and he drove and just crunched the side of his whole car.
Look, it's incredibly unlucky that it's happened to her the second day of her having a licence, but she's also learned important lessons from it in terms of what happens in an accident scene, but she's also dealt with it correctly.
The arresting officer, Michael, has come back to the scene to let the young driver know what's going on.
Just so you guys know, he's blown pretty much almost double the legal limit. So he's had far too much to drink.
He was very aggressive.
Do you know what? Once he got in my car, he wasn't.
Really?
But,
he was scared,
yeah. But he's been suspended from driving. He's been charged with mid-range drink driving. Because that's happened, the whole accident will be concluded under that charge.
Right.
So your insurance company will sort out all your damage.
Oh, really?
And then they'll chase him for the money because he's under the influence of alcohol. The insurance company won't cover him. So he's had a little cry at the station. He's a bit upset about that, so he's not too happy. So I think he's starting to work out
Maybe
what
I
he did today was dangerous and
after
stupid.
Drinking. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. It just goes to show you that, you know, your abilities while you're driving aren't very good under the influence of alcohol, and hence why he's had this collision today.
And it seems the man in question has just come back to his car. And it looks like he's still keen to have the last word. Rosie and David are checking out 5 trailers parked outside a house in a quiet street.
Got a serial number here. It's like a VIN number.
An anonymous tip-off has suggested they may be stolen.
So we've just noticed that there's no serial numbers on it. The front hitch, which would have been possibly connected to the vehicle it was attached to, has just been sawn off. Well, these other 2 trailers in the street, they're registered to the owners. They live nearby. This one's only just been delivered, that's why it doesn't have any registration on at the moment. But we're pretty certain these 2 down the street here are stolen. The one that's confirmed stolen was from Clontarf.
And while they're checking out the details, a man pulls up right next to one of the suspect trailers.
We're just going to go and see. A car's just pulled up, so we might go and see if this is the alleged person.
How mate, how's it going?
But it turns out he's a friend of the suspect, and he's been asked by his mate George to move the trailers.
Yeah, where are you going to move them to?
Away from my house. Outside the property. You know what, can I just give it a Blake's George's number? He can sort this out. Because I've got nothing to do with this.
Okay. George, how's it going, mate? I'll be quite honest with you. We suspect that some of the trailers are stolen, okay? All right, I'm not accusing you at this stage. I just want to find out more about it.
So we spoke to the gentleman who came to pick up the trailers and move them. He said he didn't have any information about the trailers himself. He'd just been asked by a friend to move them. We've spoken to the friend George, and he's going to be talking to us later today, hopefully give us the information about what he knows about these trailers and where they came from.
Meanwhile, they can give one of the owners some good news for a change.
Hi, is that David? Just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about your trailer you reported stolen not long ago. I just gave him a call on the phone and told him that we had located the vehicle, and I haven't really heard someone that happy on the phone for a long time. Yeah, it's good to be able to give someone a bit of nice news for a change. Not often we get to do it.
The owner's so happy, he's headed straight to the holding yard.
When I first got the call, I honestly thought that it was a practical joke. I did not think that I would ever see that trailer again. 100% this is my trailer.
Yep. So the lights?
Yeah, the lights, the lantern. This is brand new stuff. I bought this for, for this holidays.
Okay.
There's definitely some stuff missing out here.
Well, he didn't get everything back, but at least he's got his trailer and a bit of his camping gear.
Well, let's look at the positives. You got the trailer. Hopefully you'll still be able to go away for your holidays.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the first times I've actually had something as important as that guy's trailer being found and returned to him, and actually being there when he gets it back. I have to admit, I felt almost as emotional as he did.
It's my pride and joy.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
I really appreciate everything you've done, man.
No problem.
You've absolutely made my year. I can imagine, mate, that it's a pretty tough job, and yeah, heaps of respect for you guys and everything that you've done for me. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Dave.
All right.
Go and enjoy it. Go and have a great holiday.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks, guys. Keep up the good job, eh?
This is Sydney's northern beaches. It's a playground for sun lovers, where every day is a celebration. That keeps the cops busy.
Go away! Get out of my face, mate!
In your face!
So when things get too hot,
Don't you!
I've told you all the information I need to know. They've fallen in the blowhole at Warriewood.
Whilst we were dealing with these guys, he's been bottled.
$550 fine, that one.
these cops keep it cool.
What they were doing, they were making homemade bombs and letting them off.
What brings you to the northern beaches? This is sick.
Here's Ice Pipe.
So at this stage you're under arrest.
So where are you injured? Just your hand?
Keep your pants on because it's really not impressive.
Welcome to their world.
All right, guys, let's get going.
This is Beach Cops. As a perfect day slides into night, the crowds are starting to gather for an evening on Manly's Corso. But just off the main drag, there's a man slumped on the pavement. So Sky and Waddies head straight over to check out what's going on.
You can tell the story calmly. You don't have to yell at us.
It seems there's been an altercation between two men in the pie shop.
Yeah, well, just listen to the officer here. She will ask you questions, you can answer them, yeah?
And the cops need to hear both sides of the story.
No, I want you to stay, mate, while they investigate. We've got to find out what's going on, OK? If you go to walk off, mate, I'll arrest you because I don't know exactly what's going on.
You can't arrest me for walking.
Well, you might be a victim, you might be the person that caused it, I don't know. But at this stage, you want to make sure you're all right, OK? You've hit the deck pretty hard, mate, OK?
Seriously, they would have recorded it all.
They're lying about everything. Mate, what are you doing?
Just go away.
Excuse me.
Guys, just step back.
Why are you pushing?
Do you know what happened beforehand?
People always think they know what's going on or what's happened, and they jump in and they don't even know the person from a bar of soap. And you know, if you don't know them, don't butt in. If it's got nothing to do with you, if you didn't say it, just keep walking.
I don't want to answer any questions because I'm now nervous and then I will. I won't say anything.
Allegedly, one of the guys has walked out of the pie shop, out of the bakery. It's been a bit of a shoulder charge and caused one of the other guys' phones to drop on the ground. So he's obviously not happy with that. He's turned around and thrown a punch at the guy as he was walking away. So a bit of a king here.
Oh, just wait. At the moment, you're under arrest for an assault, so just stay there. You're not free to leave.
So where's the other guy being hit?
He's held around the corner. The more you try and walk
Everyone's
away.
aware of the one-punch laws, and he might not mean to throw the punch, but that one punch, if he had hit the guy, you know, in a certain part of his head, could have ended quite terrible.
All right, so Roy, just so you know, it's been alleged that you've been involved in an assault and you actually barged into someone else. You don't have to say or do anything at this stage if you don't want to. Anything you do say or do will be recorded and can be used as evidence in court. Do you understand that? What you're going to be getting is, because you've both done the wrong thing, you're going to be getting an offensive ticket. You're going to get it in the mail. Just listen, don't say a word. He's going to come, he's going to get one as well.
You don't need to turn around and punch him just because he barged into you, all right?
99% of the time I
Anyway,
don't.
you're getting a move on direction. You're not allowed to be in the Manly CBD for the next 6 hours.
Very cool.
Do you understand that? You need to go home.
Both of them are quite intoxicated. One's been checked out by the AMBO. He seems all right, and both are receiving offensive behaviour tickets. Just think about your actions. Be the bigger person, walk away.
So hungry.
Donut bar, Nutella cheesecake. Oh.
I don't know why I ate a salad.
Give me my Nutella donut.
It was so good. What do you feel like?
I'll get 20 cheeseburgers, thanks.
Can you just tell them we're going red?
Food is the last thing Nicole and Brendan are thinking about. These two are in a hurry.
Just 19, we're proceeding red to that. Will be about 2 to 5 minutes.
They're joining in a police pursuit. 3 people have rammed a barrier and sped off in a stolen car. And the driver is the Northern Beaches' most wanted criminal.
Jump out, they're running towards where he lives. They're around the street to where he lives.
Aaron's evaded police for weeks after a string of robberies. And now this latest theft has sparked a chase and a major manhunt.
Is that them?
Yeah.
Beaches 19, we're off with the highway patrol.
The stolen car's been dumped and the guys have tried to get away. A 16-year-old girl has been arrested, but a young boy and Aaron have done a runner.
He's actually been on the run from us for quite a few weeks now. He's got a very long rap sheet. He's very dangerous and we need to get him as soon as we can.
When they ran from the car, a local tradie was right there.
Oh, they just jumped out of the car and left the girl, and she came running up the pathway here. Yeah, and the guy on a bike grabbed her. It was good. They did a good job.
Kick your shoes off for me. We've got her in the back of the truck now. The male that's wanted, he lives in that unit complex just over here. So police are over there now. We think he's gone into his apartment, so police are over there now trying to gain entry to that to find him.
With such a high-risk offender on the run, police have every available resource looking for Aaron.
Obviously, in a situation like this, we've had a stolen vehicle, then which has rammed into a police car that's tried to, intercept that vehicle. The danger level goes up for everyone involved. It's very brazen. He doesn't really care for authority whatsoever, so this doesn't surprise me in the slightest. And that's obviously why, he's done it in the middle of the day. He doesn't really care if he gets caught because he just keeps running. He has no respect for anyone.
Finally, the extensive search has paid off. Aaron has been found hiding in the roof cavity of his apartment and arrested.
This kid's a juvenile too, Nick.
With him was the third passenger in the stolen car, a 13-year-old boy. He was arrested too, and all 3 were taken to Manly Police Station to be charged.
Did he just steal your bag?
He actually stole our brainwaves.
Right.
Can we file a report? Can we charge him? What did he steal?
Just a bag of
our
chips.
brainwaves. He's gone.
He'd stolen a man's phone.
Yep.
Everyone on the bus was calling him a thief and telling him to get off the bus.
It looks like there's a lot of thieves out tonight on the Northern Beaches.
Oh, no.
Home to find a house is ransacked. She's also concerned that someone might still be in the house.
And now Gibbo and Sam are responding to a break and enter. The victim is an 84-year-old woman, and she thinks the burglars may still be in the house.
Every cupboard's been opened, every room's been undone. What's that?
Daphne only uses the downstairs, but she believes someone has been sneaking in and squatting in the upstairs area, and they may have taken her keys as well.
I've never had that opened. Someone must have had a chair, or must have been a tall fellow or someone, and I never have that way. It's always that way.
Police!
There's evidence that someone's been through the house.
That cupboard door's been opened.
But for now, the squatters are gone.
Room's clear. There's no one in the house now, okay? We've checked all the windows and all the doors.
The concern is that these people have her keys, and Daphne's safety is paramount.
So I'll make you a promise that all night I'll make a point of driving near your house, okay? Okay.
In the meantime, they'll get a locksmith to change the locks and take Daphne back to the station to wait for her daughter.
Still a spring chicken, aren't you?
How good's that?
Thank you, officers, for coming.
You're so welcome. You comfy?
Yeah, thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
For all you've done tonight.
We'll get you some refreshments back at the station. All right, hold tight. Watch your fingers.
Back at the station, it's a strong cuppa all round.
Welcome to the cop shop.
Just the 2 sugars, Daphne?
Now put it with 2 cups in case it's a bit too hot for you, all right? That's all right.
The next day, forensics and a crime prevention officer are at Daphne's house to dust for prints.
I turned around to go inside and the door was locked.
You aware of anything that's been taken from here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I had 3 lovely watches. I've got none now, don't know the time.
And have they been here before, or is this the
Yes.
first time? Yeah.
They came.
They need to find out how long these brazen squatters have been taking advantage of Daphne.
Anywhere that you think that they might have touched?
She walked down here,
Yeah.
I didn't know this, it was 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And she had no idea. She got a shock to see me here.
Yeah.
And I got a shock to see her coming. She was talking to someone. It turned out
Right.
to be a boyfriend called Joseph.
Yeah.
And she said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "What are you doing here?"
All right. Well, look, if you want to show me around the front,
Yeah.
and we'll just walk through the scene and we'll just see
It's a
what
terrible
I can
mess, I
collect.
tell you.
That's all right.
It is break and enter is the offence here. People that live on their own in the community are vulnerable. They can tend to be targeted by these people.
And it doesn't take long for forensics to find some fingerprints on items in and around the house.
You can see that someone at some point has definitely touched the can.
Hopefully we'll get a hit back from the fingerprints and we will make some further inquiries with the suspects from there and interview them and hopefully lay some charges. Remember I said I'd give you a key ring? Okay, and it's got the police number on there. We have had some locks changed here, so that's a bit of relief for Daphne to know that she's now safe in her home. You get the lovely breeze from the ocean out here, fresh air.
The first week of summer term has seen chaos in some schools across the country. Terror threats of bombs and shootings have triggered mass evacuations.
On the second day of school in Sydney's north, south and west, an urgent response from police and the evacuations of entire schools.
And now a threat has been made at a primary school on the northern beaches. It's the second one this week, and Jeff and Sky are racing to get there.
We will treat every bomb threat as if it's a real one, because you just simply don't know whether this could be the one that is going to be real.
See if they know where they want to
Beaches,
go.
4-5, we're off at Manavale Public too.
And they've arrived to a street full of worried parents.
I know there's a bomb scare and my daughter's in school here in Year 1. It is very worrying indeed, you know.
All available police are here at the moment. Everyone on the northern beaches is pretty much here at the moment.
Kids are, but they've all been evacuated, and I think they're moving them shortly.
All the students and staff have been moved across the road.
There's 1,100 of them.
But the principal is trying to find a place to keep them out of harm's way before police start the search.
They're stuck in the sun with no water or anything, so we thought we'd evacuate them.
The world we're living in now, it's not like it was when we were all at school. You know, I don't feel safe anymore.
Good on you, mate. Thank you. Cheers. OK, so what are mate?
With the help of Highway Patrol, the kids are being escorted to the local RSL and well out of the area. Now the rest of the team can begin the search of the school.
Just a white level inspection, so it's just a matter of walking around because you know the place. Just see if anything's out of place. If you do see something that you think is suspicious, don't touch it. Just let us know.
You do Pizza Hut, so I'll do the library and then back down through to Smurfville.
We've got to go through each individual building one at a time and just look for anything that looks a bit unusual, and we'll just try and eliminate anything that's suspicious. And so we're going through everything from the classrooms to the canteen to the main hall. We can't miss any room because that could be potentially catastrophic. It causes a huge inconvenience to not only the school but to the individual students, the teachers. This is the second day after the new kindergarten classes have returned to school, and it's already a very traumatic moment in their life going to school. They don't need this sort of stuff.
More parents have turned up to the school, anxious to know what's going on. The search is now complete, and finally there's some good news for those worried families.
So we just had word from the principal and from the duty officer now that they've given the all clear, which means they're confident that there's nothing in there to be concerned about. So the students will be returning the classes as usual.
And as 1,100 kids are walked back to school, Sky can breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, yeah, my daughter actually started kindergarten yesterday. It was her first day, so yeah, being a mum, yeah, going through searching the buildings, it is nerve-wracking. It does play on your mind that this could be at your kid's school, and you do get anxious. I guess going through as a police officer, you've got to take your mum hat off, put your police officer hat on and just do what you do.
Take it down now. What's for dinner, boys?
It's been a quiet night shift for Ryan and Blake, but a motorcyclist at the lights has grabbed Ryan's attention.
Oh, this guy was on his mobile. Did you see that? He's just dropped his mobile because he's on his mobile. So he's missed the lights.
Want to go have a chat?
Yep, he's gone.
Gone.
Is he serious?
That was dumb.
Because he was supposed to dropped it.
Beach just ran out for transport. Yeah, right, it's a New South Wales cycle.
Mate, the reason I pulled you over is because you're using your mobile phone while you're driving, which caused you to miss an entire set of lights when you dropped it.
That's right. I just felt it vibrate and just had a quick peek. And then...
Yeah. You discovered that gloves and phones don't mix. Not while you're also trying to balance your bike and we're going, why aren't we going? Oh, my God. And then you dropped your phone. I'm like, oh.
The rider is a Canadian, here on a working visa.
How long have you been in Australia, Simon?
Just over 2 years.
He was on his way to a hot date.
Going for a quick little rendezvous over at the girlfriend's place.
But date night's about to become a bit more expensive.
You had any alcohol tonight?
I got a bottle of wine in my bag.
Have you been drinking yet, bud?
I had a beer 20 minutes ago.
Just blow, blow, blow. Blow a little bit harder. Harder, harder, harder. Yep, keep blowing, keep blowing. 0.07, you're fine.
He's under the limit, but he's still going to cop a ticket for using the phone while riding.
I don't give this ticket out much, but mate, on a motorbike, you know, you missed a whole phase of lights and held up everyone around you. You've got a big thing that you need a lot more control over and stuff to ride. I can't ride them. Just got to stay off your phone, okay? So there is a ticket there for that. Yeah, stay off your phone, buddy. Okay, thanks for your cooperation.
No worries.
I'll leave you to it. Drive safe.
So what was that text message all about?
I felt her phone message me and I was at a red light and I took a quick look to see if we needed to get some wine for the night. I took a quick peek and I paid the price, $320 worth. It's great. How's that for once over? Good?
You have to say he's gone when you drop your mobile phone in front of a cop.
Oh, my God.
He took it very well.
It's the first time I've booked somebody on a motorcycle using a phone, so it's very unusual.
And he's dropped it on the roadway, so we've seen his phone bounce across the road.
Good surf doesn't always mean safe surf, and today's massive swell has search and rescue looking for a missing swimmer.
Now he's like 100 metres downstream.
Reports have come in about a body seen floating a short distance from the ocean pool.
So we're at North Narrabeen swimming pool. So there's a call probably about 40 minutes ago of a male that was seen floating in the surf on his back. We've done a sweep of the beaches, Turrametta, North Narrabeen and Warriewood, looking for any towels that have been unattended and asked everyone on the beach if they were with anyone. No one seems to have been missing at this stage. So we've just got Polair and the surf lifesaving helicopters up, just having a look at the moment after a lady here said she saw something floating about 40 metres south off the headland here.
They believe the swimmer may have gone out from an unpatrolled beach, used only by surfers.
You're looking at probably 6 foot swell, strong current. With the rips and everything at the moment, I'd say you'd be struggling after about 15 minutes really to keep yourself up. It's pretty dangerous.
One of these help you there.
No way.
Rescuers have used dye in the water to check which way the current is running. It's flowing north, but they've extended their search by a kilometre radius to cover all bases.
With the helicopters, they're the eyes in the sky. They're the best tool that we've got at the moment to try and do this. Probably only got a couple of hours till it goes dark, and I'd say by that stage, obviously you want them out of the water if they're in there, and by then it's not the best. What do you reckon, deeper or round?
In such treacherous conditions, every sighting is treated seriously. But after 90 minutes, there's still no sign of the swimmer.
We're unsure if someone was out in the surf. We've done everything we can at this stage, so we're going to be coming back on with no sightings over the last hour and a half.
So as the sun goes down, Dan and Jason are called back to street policing duties. But the search goes on into the night. No body was ever found, and rescue services believe it was a false sighting.
Who drives these cars? Are they gangsters?
I'm hungry.
Click.
You got lunch?
No.
So hungry.
I wish I had food in my bag to shut you up. Let's order 2 family meals. Nick, I've been seeing a girl.
What?
She's a babe.
But I'll have to meet her to approve of her. That's just like...
You have to approve.
Well, me and Tanya.
Yeah.